One. So, how do you spread awareness about your program?
Most of the awareness is done by me. I believe in making personal appearances to sell the idea, to share the concept, and to just kind of include everybody in the public. But they're not going to get the message the same way they would get it from me because it's my baby. So I believe in spreading the awareness more on a personal level as much as I can. However, I do have a board, a member board of my entire family, part of which is marketing and promotions department. And they actually do a lot of, technology, online presentation, promotion, spreading the word that way through blogs, through the website, through text messaging, chatting, WhatsApp, YouTube, whatever way that they can to spread the word. And we do pretty good, but we have a way that we market and promote to spread the word and spread awareness and to raise funds is usually through the same platform that I do international trade because those people are more apt to be supportive of the processes that the Safe campaign is offering.
Excellent.
Mhm.
And you mentioned your team.
Mhm.
Maybe you can tell us a little bit more about your team. What, for example, when you select team members beyond your family, what do you look for in your employees and your volunteers?
Basically, since we're member managed, and then we do the voting from the member base. That's what we do. We vote internally based on the individual. We do not discriminate on education level. Like we like most places want you to have X, Y, Z degrees to be able to do or to qualify. We're not picky in that area, and in fact to make sense to what it is that we are offering, to make it, you know, where people are all benefiting from all walks of life. We even interview people who were former felons and people who have had made mistakes in their past and are trying to make differences in their future because we have another program that is an affiliate of the Safe campaign called Fathers in Exile. And then we have TOES, which is the only ethical shoe. So Fathers in Exile, obviously it's self-explanatory, but then there's a deeper angle involved even in the Fathers in Exile. So we're having fathers be the ones to speak and advocate for themselves with our supports of what the Safe campaign offers. So we're not discriminating about who we hire. People, they come on board to be volunteers because they want to learn about nonprofit. They want to just help, believe it or not. I've got the technology team, the software engineers jumped on board to just do it. They didn't even ask for any money. They believed in the Safe campaign so much that they decided to use templates to create the curriculum, so that it is on autopilot. And then they designed it specifically to match what my course curriculum was that I wrote for the 28 courses. So, I mean, this is how people come to us. They're divinely inspired. I accept them. I hear what they have to say. And we meet about it and give them a chance if it's something that we can use.
Excellent. In terms of running an organization, business organization, or a nonprofit organization, as you manage the day to day, there are many challenges. Tell us about some of the challenges that you have overcome in the establishment and progress of your business.
Well, some of the things that I would say would be lately my health.
Mm,
Uh, what I've learned from that is if you don't take care of the temple can't take care of you, and therefore you can't run any program because you won't be here to do that. So the priority is to take care of yourself first. Good health, which is one of the courses that we offer in the curriculum for Safe Campaign, is health and the importance of your health. And we go into all sorts of levels and angles of health that are really, important and imperative to focus on so that you can be effective from soup to nuts when operating your business. I had two near-death experiences in the past 3 years where I died twice
mm,
in coma twice. And when I came out of it, I was seriously gifted, as you probably heard about the people who do come back from near deaths. They are. And the vision of Safe Campaign became that much more vivid. And I took that, and instead of seeing myself as a victim. I saw me as a victor, and I took what I learned from the experience and incorporated it into the SAFE campaign. And now I'm taking better care of myself, and I can take better care of other people as a result of doing that. That would have been one of the biggest obstacles. The other is trying to battle yourself and not take ownership for everything that does not belong to you. You have to hold people accountable for their portion that they play, because I have a natural mothering experience or a personality in just who I am. People will come to work for me and want me to hold their hand. They want me to do the job, but I'm not into micromanagement. I trust you to do what you say you can do. And if you need me to tell you what I need done and you're open for that, then I trust that you will do what you have to do. So that's a challenge, because I find myself on the fence there, feeling sorry for people and, keeping them lingering around and they're not doing the work. So you have to know the cutoff point. You have to know when to say no. You have to know when it's time to let people go who are not committed and serious about the project and the processes that you are trying to make happen.
Excellent, excellent. As a person that has started grassroots organization and started from, I guess you could say, with your own ideas and you built it, what advice would you give to someone who's just starting out in a business or any type of nonprofit organization program?
Do the research. That would definitely be, it's such a huge problem that I cannot stress it enough, that you've got people putting the cart before the horse. And then when they get ahead, they don't realize that their foundation that they allegedly built that process on is crumbling, and they don't know why it never survived, because they never got to understand and marry well the understanding of what they're actually seeking to do. Because people are, I mean, I don't mean to sound rude, but there is a greater amount of people who are mentally lazy, do not want to do the work that's necessary first before broadcasting what they believe they do. And that's why you see the building crumbling down after they put it up with twigs or toothpicks, instead of doing like the Three Little Pigs, the brick house that took a little longer, but they actually got a house that can withstand whatever is happening with it. But we find a lot of it. And then I find, when I'm training people also, the arrogance that goes with that. There's really no humility. Everybody wants to lead, but if everybody's down playing football in the field, who's up in the audience watching the game? Somebody has to be there and somebody has to be playing. There is a position for everybody to play, but you got too many chiefs and no Indians, and that happens a lot. Which what I've learned is that's what's folding the businesses up. So if people would understand that they need to learn and respect what they don't know, it doesn't mean that you're not, that you're a dummy. You just don't know something and somebody else knows it. And, it'll benefit you to ask them, get the advice so that you can grow ultimately.
Right. So what is the future of the SAFE campaign, and where do you see the organization going?
Oh my goodness. I am overwhelmed. If you probably can see, my jaws are killing me with joy of everything that's been happening. The more you keep your hands open and give, the more goes in your hands. And literally, like I mentioned about the software engineers and technology team doing whatever from the heart, I give from the heart all the time, but I always get back multiplied. I'm working with, going forward, President Buhari of Nigeria, President Obama, His Royal Majesty King Alfred Deti from Nigeria, and Prince Michael Onanaji, G.U. Deti, his son. They're also working with me on the Safe Project. I've just designated 20 Goodwill ambassadors across the continent of Africa, though I'm down to 2.5 because that's the ratio. You can nominate people, but will they follow through? This is the thing. Will you be from the onset to the end? And 9/10 of people don't go all the way through. So you end up with this scenario. When I say 2.5, it's because I'm still torn about one particular offering, whether or not we're going to just totally let it go. But the two that we know for a fact are really doing extremely well One of which that we designated is the Christopher Wallace Foundation and Bystorm Entertainment, which Bystorm put out Miguel. Bystorm is responsible for Molly Music and also for J. Cole, Biggie Smalls, all these different people. So that's why they're doing the Chris Wallace Foundation. So he is the owner of it, Mr. Wayne Barrow. We just designated him as a Goodwill ambassador to Nigeria for ethical entertainment. So he's actually the one that is really doing extremely well as far as supporting financing, funding, supporting financial and just physical hands, advertising, promotions, marketing, awareness for the SAFE campaign because he's passionate about it. So that was an honor for me to be able to have somebody that would really love it, that had nothing to do with status. He wasn't looking for the status. He was looking to help the people that needed it. He was just as tired as I am of, black people being ostracized for no reason. It's very obvious. You don't have to be a genius to see that that's what's going on. And that's the thing about Dr. Kalima. She will say what she's thinking. The other designation is Carvin Haggins. He's the writer for so many people, including Music Soul Child, Jill Scott. He writes for several other people that he writes music for, Carvin Haggins. But he has always been ethical. All of his music, children can listen to, grandparents can listen to. He has a program called Rage Against the Ratchet in Pennsylvania. And so he's been rallying that, trying to get these babies to hear music that has nothing to do with jumping in somebody's bed and things like that. So with that said, we actually, we partnered with him also as a Goodwill ambassador, but he's going into Ghana. I'm sorry, not Ghana, Ethiopia. I have another person in Ghana. He's going in Ethiopia, Addis Ababa.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Well, it looks like you have a handful and a bright future, which is a good thing to have. And we appreciate you spending time and telling us about your illustrious organization and about your lofty goals. And we look forward to talking to you again as your project develops. And for more information, you can find out on our website. You can see their link listed below here on your screen. Thank you, Dr. KalimaAbdul-Quddus, and much success to you in the future.
And thank you for having me. I really had a good time. If there's anything that I can do, I'm always delighted to help wherever possible.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.